Israel Defense Forces have canceled leave for soldiers serving with combat units and are actively disabling GPZ systems across various parts of Israel. This measure is aimed at disrupting missiles and drones, particularly in light of escalating tensions with Iran. Iran has vowed to retaliate after a strike on its consulate building in Syria, which resulted in the death of 13 people, including a senior general. Israel is widely believed to be responsible for this attack. Reservists have been called up to strengthen air defense units in anticipation of a potential Iranian response. Israeli authorities believe that Iran's reaction could occur as early as Friday, which coincides with Quds Day, Jerusalem Day. During the Muslim holy month of Ramadan, Quds Day has often been a platform for pro-Palestinian and anti-Israel demonstrations, particularly in Iran. In central parts of Israel, GPS systems are intentionally disrupted as a defensive strategy. This interference affects weapons that rely on GPS for location accuracy. Israeli citizens in major cities like Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, far from active combat zones, have reported difficulties using location-based app services. The monitoring website GSHOM shows widespread interference with location signals across the country. Notably, a BBC producer experienced her GPZ incorrectly placing her in Cairo while she was physically in Jerusalem, and other users have shared similar accounts on social media. IDF spokesman Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari confirmed that Israel is employing GPZ blocking, also known as spoofing, to maintain accurate alerts about incoming rocket attacks. Israelis are advised to manually set their location on the relevant app amidst the GPS interference. According to the Times of Israel, the navigation app Waze incorrectly identified the location of a Tel Aviv taxi driver as Beirut due to GPZ interference in the region near the border with Lebanon, where Israel and the Iranian-backed group Hezbollah engage in frequent exchanges of fire. GPS disruptions are already in effect. The Israel Defense Forces have advised people not to engage in panic buying. Rear Admiral Hagari emphasized that there is no need to purchase generators, stockpile food, or withdraw money from ATMs. Any official changes will be promptly communicated. Media outlets in Israel reported that some of the country's embassies have been placed on alert or evacuated due to the possibility of Iranian attacks. However, these reports have not been independently verified by the BBC, and Israel has not confirmed them. Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi previously stated that the strike on Iran's diplomatic compound in Damascus would not go unanswered. The specific actions Iran might take in response remain unclear. Among the 13 people killed in the strike were 7 officers from Iran's Revolutionary Guards, including Senior General Mohammad Reza Zahedi and his deputy. Zahedi is a prominent Iranian figure believed to have been assassinated by Israel during the country's long campaign of targeted killings. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu affirmed that Israel is acting both defensively and offensively against Iran and its proxies during a Security Cabinet meeting. Israel's leaders assert that they will defend themselves and respond to any harm or threats with appropriate actions. International pressure continues to mount on Israel following the killing of 7 aid workers who were operating in Gaza. The founder of the affected aid group stated that the workers were systematically targeted, car by car. The deaths of the aid workers have led other aid organizations to halt deliveries into northern Gaza due to safety concerns for their staff. IDF Chief of General Staff Herzi Halevi apologized for the incident, acknowledging that it occurred due to misidentification and describing it as a grave mistake. U.S. President Joe Biden conveyed to Prime Minister Netanyahu that the killing of aid workers and the overall humanitarian situation in Gaza are unacceptable. Mr. Biden urged Israel to promptly announce and implement specific steps to address civilian harm, humanitarian, suffering, and aid worker safety. U.S. policy toward Gaza will be influenced by Israel's actions in response to these concerns.